And it is time to check in with sports now. Meg Storm's joining us in studio, and really, compared to last year, season's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and really, the possibility of the Eskimos actually starting the 2011 season at 4-0 was a fairy tale at best. Tonight, the Eskimos had a chance to extend their seemingly unbreakable streak against a team who's lost 3 straight and is without their starting quarterback. Cleo Lemon is out with a dental injury. Dalton Bell gets the nod, and he goes right to work. Touchdown handoff to Chad Cackert. Gets the Argos on the board 7-1. Now more from Bell. You can tell he's really liking Cackert tonight. Another handoff gets him to his second touchdown. Argos go up 14-1. Esks now down 17-1 with a minute left in the half. Ricky Ray finds Marcus Henry for his first ever CFL touchdown. Edmonton down 17-8. Seconds to go in the half, and Kerry Joseph is going to get 2 chances at this TD, but he comes up short on both times. Argos start to leave the field, only to find out there's more left on the clock.
Well, here we go. Third time. This is the last time. Joseph, touchdown! What a strange way to end the first half.
Now in the fourth quarter, Damon Duval's kick gets picked up by Matt Black, and no one can catch him. 80-yard punt return TD for Black. Toronto goes up 25-16. Time is running out for the undefeated Eskimos. A field goal puts them 3 points closer, still trailing by 6. 2:46 left in the game when Ricky Ray throws a dart to Fred Stamps. Touchdown Eskimos. Edmonton leads for the first time in the game, and 26-25 is your final score. This team is now 5-0 for the first time since 1980. Ricky Ray has now passed Doug Flutie in all-time completions and is 6th in the roster. Edmonton's next opponent is the 4-1 Winnipeg Blue Bombers next Friday in Winnipeg. A touching story coming out of the Eskimos locker room today. Hugo Lopez is happy to not only be on the roster, but to be in this country. The former University of Toronto varsity Blue was born in Nicaragua and was on the move from a young age due to political instability in the country.
Because, I mean, there's people, the army would come to your house and say, knock down your doors. If you don't join the army, we kill you and your family.
His family fled to Costa Rica when he was just a year old, and he spent his high school years in Naples, Florida, where he discovered football. Lopez and his family eventually settled in Toronto. He says he takes nothing for granted and appreciates what his parents sacrificed to give him a better life in Canada.
As a kid, my dad took me back to Nicaragua every year, and he told me, sat me down, and he took me to the poorest parts of the nation and told me, this is where you're from, this is where you come from. And ever since then, I come here and I look at what I have here and compared to what I had down there. And, you know, I'm truly blessed.
One other game in the CFL tonight. Hamilton home to Montreal late first quarter. Quentin Porter comes in to take the snap, and they fake the handoff, and Porter runs it in. 7-3 Hamilton. 9-6 Ticats late in the second quarter. Kevin Glenn for Dave Stella. That makes it 16-6 Tabbies. But back come the Owls. Anthony Calvillo deep for Brian Bratton. This is going to be a 46-yard play. Not too bad. And that leads to this. Calvillo back of the end zone for Jamel Richardson. And it's a nice-looking grab. Touchdown Alouettes. 17-13 Ticats at the half. It was a rough ending to the game, but Hamilton pulls out the win 34-26. Canada's impressive run at the Women's Under-19 Basketball Championships has come to an end. Canada fell 69-55 to Spain in the quarterfinals in Chile today. Edmonton's Michelle Plouffe tallied 12 points, while her twin sister Catherine had 7 rebounds. The girls were unbeaten with a 6-0 record heading into the quarters. The best Canada can do now is a 5th-place finish. Over at Telus Field, Capitals hosting the Lake County Fielders. Bottom second, Daryl Arriola gets hit by the pitch, and J.D. Closer makes it home. Caps up 3-1. Next batter, Jamie McGraw finds it a gap, and he lands it. Arriola makes it in to extend the lead 4-1. Top 6, Sam Judah sneaks it up the middle, and the Fielders are going to get another run when Zach Getze makes it through on the off-target throw home, but the Caps win it 7-3. In the majors, Blue Jays hosting the Texas Rangers. Top second, no score. Nelson Cruz hammers a line drive into the bullpen for a solo homer. Bottom fifth, JC Arancibia batting with 2 runners on. This spot seems popular tonight. Jays score 3 and go up 3-1. Top 9, John Rauch in to close it out. Mike Napoli leads off the inning with a solo home run to the exact same spot. Jays hold off though and win it 3-2. Tiger Woods is returning to the links in time for next month's PGA Championship in Atlanta. Woods, who missed 3 months due to a leg injury, will play in next week's Bridgestone Invitational, and if all goes well, he will compete in golf's final major of the year. In the second round of the Greenbrier Classic, Webb Simpson's second shot on the par 4 10th. That set up the birdie. Simpson in a tie for first at 7 under. Brendan DeYoung shot a 66 yesterday. Par 4 fourth, he would birdie to move on to 6 under. Then on 4 back to 5 birdies. 7 under, he is tied with Simpson at 7 under to heading into the weekend. And 2 very brave members of our CTV sports team are up in Grand Cache for the Canadian Death Race. 125-kilometer course over 3 mountain summits and 17,000 feet of elevation change. Good on Dave Mitchell and Adam Cook for doing it. Dave asked some true athletes their opinion of his involvement.
You ever heard of the Great Canadian Death Race?
I would never do that.
I'm doing the death race this weekend, Patrick.
Why?
Yeah.
Save yourself some worries.
No, for a guy like me, I think they've never had a death, Rick, but you know what I'm working with here. Should I be worried?
That's probably, for guys like you, that's probably why they call it the death race.
What do you mean guys like me? Older guys.
Well, you don't look like you've been training too hard.
For some reason I'm in it and I have to run 24 kilometers at night through a forest. And I got to be honest, I've had too many cookies in the media center. What am I in for?
My God. I'll say my prayers for you. I wish you the best. I think you'll be just fine. I think you'll be just fine. You know, you guys, CTV guys, are pretty tough. So, if I was you, I would just, not go, sit at home, hang out.
Where does that get you?
At home, relaxing.
I think Dave is making it sound worse than it is. It's kind of one of those uphill both ways, into the wind while it's raining.
But you know what? The thing about Dave, though, is he is a tremendous athlete, and as is Adam. So I think they'll do great.
Should be interesting.